Disclaimer: it was a fanfiction story created by me. Please don't take it seriously. There is no match in this story and real life. Next morning, downstairs in the dining room, all the family members were sitting at the breakfast table. Soft conversation were happening around, and there were calm smiles on everyone's faces. Just then Wine came downstairs after getting fresh. Her steps were slow. As soon as Mrs. Jeon saw her, her face lit up with a sweet smile. Mrs. Jeon, come Wine dear, have breakfast with us. Elder aunt and younger aunt together. Yes, yes, come dear, join us. Swan gave a soft smile and quietly went to sit on an empty chair beside Ava. She looked around the table. Everyone seemed so warm and caring towards her. Then Mr. Jeon spoke in a gentle tone. Mr. Jeon, don't be shy, dear. Now that you are in our house, you are just like a member of our family. Elder uncle, looking at her with loving eyes. You are such a sweet girl. There was a soft smile on his face. Younger uncle, yes, the moment you came into this house, it was filled with happiness. This home never looked so bright before. There was thankfulness and affection in his eyes. Max, with a slightly sad but sweet tone, it will be so nice if you stayed in our house forever as my sister-in-law. As soon as Max said that, Sue quickly teased him. Sue, laughing in a joking way, be quiet, Max. If this storm gets angry, she will brush straight on you. Wine gives him a sharp glare. All the family members started laughing loudly. There was a light and warm energy around the table. Mr. Jeon, with an emotional voice, for the first time I am seeing everyone in this house laughing and smiling together during breakfast. Thank you so much, Wine. Wine smiling softly. Uncle, there's no need to say thank you to me again and again. Then everyone got busy talking and eating breakfast, while taking food on their plates. Wine leaned a little and quietly asked Ava, when Ava, did your Jungkook Hyung eat breakfast and leave for the office? Her voice was soft and careful, like she wanted to know more without making it obvious. Ava, a bit casually but softly, don't know because no one really knows when he leaves or comes back. And about breakfast, Hyung doesn't even take a single bite of food from home. With slight surprise, eyes widening a little. So he goes to the office on an empty stomach? Ava nodding her head. Wine with a soft voice filled with concern. And no one asked him to eat? Ava with a slightly cold tone. No one has that much courage to say anything to him. Everyone in this house knows how dangerous his anger is. That's why no one goes near him. Hyung only stays calm with me, Siu, Hyung, Max and Isla. But for the rest of the family, he is no less than a monster. After listening to Ava's words, Wine went silent for a few seconds. Her face became serious. Her mind started thinking something else. One, but why is he so angry and upset with his own family members? Ava, I don't know, Yoni. I have asked mom many times, but she always avoids the topic. After hearing this, Wine stayed silent for a moment. Her eyes showed a deep thought. Her heart felt it. Something surely happened. That the family is hiding some secret locket in their hearts, and that's why made Jungkook like this. Then suddenly Wine put her plate aside and stood up without saying a word. Everyone looked at her surprised. Mrs. Jeon, with a worried voice, what happened, Wine? Wine, calmly. I have finished eating. You all please continue. I will go call Oppa for breakfast. Wine said this on purpose to observe everyone's reaction, and as soon as they heard her, silence filled the table. Fear appeared on everyone's face, like someone had mentioned something terrifying. Eldaran, stammering in a little, dear, you have done a lot for us. I agree, but it's better if you don't go near Jungkook. Otherwise, he will get angry. He likes staying alone. Don't worry about him, and please stay away from him as much as possible, or else he might shout at you for no reason and only you will get hurt. Everyone nodded in agreement, with her fear was visible in all the family members' eyes, except for Siu, because in this house only Siu had some idea that maybe Jungkook won't get angry at Wayne, but even Siu knew how scary his brother's anger could be. He wasn't sure if Wayne did something Jungkook didn't like or entered his personal space. Maybe he burst out on her, and Siu didn't want that to happen, but when her heart was saying something else. After what happened at last night, she believed now Jungkook won't treat her like before again. When in a soft and determined voice, you don't need to worry, I will handle it. I don't think he will say anything to me. Mr. Jion, in a deep tone, look dear, try to understand. You don't know anything about him. It's better for you if you listen to us. Younger uncle. Yes, Wayne, Hyung is right. You won't be able to face his anger and paused a bit, then said quietly, if he gets angry, then not just you, all of us will have to face the consequences. The fear on everyone's faces was clear. One could feel it, but she had decided if she wanted to bring back the old Jungkook, then this was the first step she had to take. Wine with a small smile. It's okay, guys. I am just going to call him for breakfast. You all are acting like I am going to meet a monster. Younger aunt, think of him as one. Don't worry, I will bring him. Saying that, Wine moved away from the dining table and walked toward the stairs. She had just placed her foot on the first step when she heard Siu's voice. Siu, wait, Wine, think again. Maybe your friendly behavior will turn out to be a problem for you. Wine, turning back with a small smile. I have already thought about it. Then she walked closer to Siu and softly said, Wine, more than my friendly behavior, I trust him. Siu, looking at her confused, there was confusion on his face. He couldn't understand why Wayne had so much trust in Jungkook and how. He knew something was changing between Jungkook and Wayne, but he can't believe in that. Could his brother really change for a girl, and that too so quickly? Wayne, don't worry. And after saying that, she went upstairs. Wayne knocked on Jungkook's door many times, but he didn't open the door and no sound came from inside. There was confusion in her eyes and a little worry too. Wayne to herself in a low voice, did he go to the office? Did he lock the door before leaving? She turned the handle with some doubt and the door opened without any problem. Wayne was surprised for a moment, then a small smile came on her face, like she had won a small challenge. Whined to herself, wow, he left without locking the door. Well, why would he? He knows his family is scared of him and will never dare to enter his room but me. I will take the chance. I like adventure. And anyway, how will he even know that someone came into his room when he wasn't there? Here, she said with a cheeky smile. Just like she thought she did. When stepping inside with a soft smile, she quietly closed the door behind her without making any noise. She also removed her slippers so there wouldn't be any sound. She had come to this room yesterday too, but that time her full attention was only on Jungkook, and also to reach the room there was a narrow hallway from the door where you can't see the full room. Yesterday she had stopped in that hallway only, but today when she stepped fully into the room she was shocked. When such a handsome guy's room, how is it so dark? This person loves black so much, but why? She made a little sad and confused face. Jungkook's old room was in black theme, walls, curtain, furniture, everything. At that moment, Wayne was busy looking around the room, and then suddenly the bathroom door opened. The small sound of the door caught her attention. A small smile appeared on Wayne's face. Suddenly, Jungkook turned her around and hugged her from behind. His chin rested on Wayne's shoulder, and his breath brushed gently near her ear. In a teasing tone, he asked, Jungkook, now tell me, what was your reason for coming here? Wine nervously. Actually, I came to call you for breakfast. She knew saying this wouldn't be easy because she was well aware this guy keeps distance from his family. He doesn't like being around them. So will he really come sit at a table in front of everyone? Maybe not. Jungkook's expression changed immediately. He stepped a little back from Wine, held her arm, turned her toward him, and said coolly, Jungkook in a cold tone, you know I don't like these family members, right? Wine lowered her head and tightly shut her eyes. Her inner guilt showed clearly on her face. She started scolding herself in her mind. Wine in her mind. I knew it. This guy will never agree to my words. Still, like a fool, I came here after saying all those big things in front of everyone. I was swimming in overconfidence now. Suffer? Jungkook leaned slightly and looked at her expression. She was biting her lips, eyes tightly shut. Seeing this, Jungkook tried to hide his smile, then spoke again in a cold tone. Jungkook, answer my question. Wine, you know I don't like these people, right? Wine just nodded her head. Jungkook, say it with your mouth. Wine softly, still with eyes closed. Yes, I know. Jungkook, in a more serious voice, then why did you come to call me for breakfast? When burning with anger and inside, oh God, please save me from this creation of yours. Just a few seconds ago, he was such a dreamy man. Now, why has he turned into a Kirmada so quickly? He spoke slowly, because I thought you don't listen to others, but maybe you will listen to me. Jungkook, in a slightly deep, husky voice, and why did you think that? Wine slowly opened her eyes and looked at his face. Jungkook's face was totally natural. No anger, no smile, just one eyebrow raised, giving her a questioning look. Wine in her mind, no Wine. This look is fake. Inside this guy is fire. One small mistake and I am done. Just tell him the truth. Then she said slowly, because you were talking to me so sweetly and she stopped. The words got stuck on her lips. Jungkook caused that pause and wanted her to finish it. Jungkook and Wine lowered her head and closed eyes. And you are behaving so softly with me. That's why I thought you would listen to me. Jungkook, just soft behavior? As soon as he said that, Wine quickly looked at his face. Jungkook had both eyebrows raised and was slowly licking his lower lip. Wine's cheek turned red and she very fastly said, Wine in a very fast romantic behavior too. Jungkook, teasing playfully, huh? What did you say? I didn't hear you. Say it a little louder. Wine now dying from shyness. Romantic behavior too. A soft smile appeared on Jungkook's face. Jungkook, then what's there to be so nervous about? Say it with confidence. Tell me. Come downstairs for breakfast with me. She looked at him in shock and he was smiling softly. Then he came closer, hugged her by the waist, touched his forehead with hers and said, Jungkook in a very soft, emotional tone, if anyone else had said this to me, maybe they would have been beaten by now. But now you have started ruling over this heart. Every word of yours, this heart just wants to listen without question. Wayne directly hit his chest with both hands. When you scared me. Jungkook held her hands, both them behind him, rested her head on his chest and gently stroked her hair while saying, Jungkook, I have never given anyone the right that I have given you. And remember this right only for you. And about breakfast, then yes, I will have breakfast, but you will serve it. Wayne hugged his back tightly, placed her head properly on his chest, and said, Wayne, as your wish, boss. Jungkook smiled lovingly at her words. After some time, all the family members were sitting in the living room, waiting for Wayne. Every face was filled with worry and restlessness. Breath was slow, but the tension in the air was heavy. Younger aunt, why is she taking so long? Younger uncle, for sure Jungkook must be taking out his anger on Wayne. Ava, is Hyung still in his room? Max, yes, that's why sister-in-law is taking so long to come back. I wonder what he's doing to that poor girl. At that moment, Wayne slowly started coming down the stairs. Siu and Mrs. Jeon saw her and both immediately rushed toward her. Siu, what happened, Wayne? Did I scold you a lot? Mrs. Jeon, with a little guilt in her voice, I told you not to go, but you didn't listen to me. Wayne calmed me. First, let me explain. Her words remained incomplete because younger uncle cut her off in panic. Younger uncle, we told you before he would get angry at you. You don't really know him. When he's like that, don't take his words too hard. Wayne trying to explain, but Elder Aunt, what did you get by going to him? You had to face his anger for no reason. He didn't even come. Her sentence stopped midway. Her eyes got stuck in one direction because Jungkook was coming down the stairs. He was wearing a black shirt and pants, folding his sleeve as he walked. His expression was completely cold. A heavy silence spread in the house. Everyone stared at him. Some had their mouth open, some had their eyes wide in shock. One looked at their faces in confusion, then turned back, and that moment her eyes met Jungkook's. She understood everything. As soon as Jungkook reached down without looking at anyone else, he said to Wine, Jungkook, Wine served my breakfast. Siwoo and Mrs. Jeon were literally in shock, and the rest were hit like thunder. Those who were standing sat down with a thud, and those who were sitting stood up suddenly. They all looked at Jungkook with wide eyes and open mouths, like they were seeing someone like him for the first time. Jungkook didn't care at all about anyone's reaction. He didn't even glance at anyone's except Wine. Then, with a small, soft smile, she quickly brought breakfast from the kitchen and started serving it to him. After serving him, when one started walking back toward the kitchen again, Jungkook quickly held her waist. Now even one was shocked because the entire family's eyes were on them, but Jungkook didn't care at all. When one tried to pull her hand away, Jungkook's grip on her waist became tighter, and he asked her coldly, without showing any emotion. Jungkook, coldly, with no emotion, did you eat breakfast? Wine, yes. Jungkook, really? Lowering her eyes softly, no. Jungkook, come, sit with me and finish your breakfast. His words were nothing less than a big explosion for all the family members. Elder Aunt looked at Elder Uncle. Elder Aunt, hold me, I might faint. Elder Uncle, I am about to faint myself. How can I hold you? Everyone was frozen in their place, and for them it was very hard to believe what was happening. Mr. John had tears in his eyes because after so many years he was watching his son eating peacefully on his own house. Only one thought was running through his heart. This girl is not just a girl, she is an angel who is slowly melting the heart that had turned into stone for years. Maybe only wine can calm the fire that's been burning inside him for so long. Because of the tension, Wine couldn't even swallow a single bite. There was a strange restlessness and nervousness inside her. Her heart was beating so fast, like it would burst any moment. She knew the moment Jungkook leaves the house, everyone will start asking her endless questions. And why not? The son of this house, who has become like a monster for his own family, today was behaving like an angel with her. This thing was a big mystery for everyone. After some time, Jungkook finished his breakfast and left for the office without saying anything. As soon as the door closed behind him, the entire family rushed towards Wine at once. Mrs. Jeon, with a surprise and curiosity in her voice, her eyes full of question. Wine, how did you do this? How did you make him agree to come and eat breakfast? Siwoo, smiling proudly with happiness in his eyes. Well done, Wine. You really did something amazing, seriously. Younger uncle, still in shock, bending a little as he spoke, but he actually listened to you, like he didn't say anything, just came straight to it. How? Elder Aunt, with a worried look on her face, said everything in one breath. Wait a minute, first tell me why you took so long. What did you say to him and why did he came? Max, still in shock, his eyes wide open. Sister-in-law, you are too great. Before anyone else could ask anything more or before one could answer anyone's question, There was a loud sound at the gate. Everyone turned their heads quickly. It was step Auntie entering the house and with her daughter Diana. Both of their faces were filled with ego, anger, and a fake pride. Auntie angrily, eyes filled with fire. Oh wow, what is this? Why are all of you standing together around this shameless girl? Mr. Gion standing up from his seat, eyes calm but voice full of firmness. Mia, don't you dare. If you ever speak like this to her again, remember, I won't tolerate it. Just like you are a daughter of this house, she is the daughter-in-law of this house. Everyone stood still for a moment, totally stunned. Diana showed fake guilt on her face, pretending to be innocent. Then, with a sweet smile, she spoke. Diana with a cunning smile. Sorry, uncle. Mummy didn't mean it like that. Actually, this girl is the daughter-in-law of this house only for a few days, right? Soon she will take a divorce and leave this house anyway. Wayne gave her a tight and confident smile. Her eyes had no fear, only determination and fire. She looked straight into Diana's eyes and stepped closer. Wine in clear, sharp, and a strong voice. Oh, Diana, who told you that I will leave this house after divorce? I am not going to leave so easily. Then Wine leaned closer to Diana's ear, looked straight into her eyes, and said softly, but with a clear threat in her voice. Wine, whether I take divorce or not, whether I stay in this house or not, one thing you better remember, I will never let you enter this house as the daughter-in-law, Miss Diana.